Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Frag for Cancer number 7 in Halifax, Nova Scotia. We are over on the Sadokist channel. If you're just joining us, we're in Game 2 of this Counter-Strike Go Grand Finals. Game number 1 was already played on DE Train. JiG surprisingly took that. They had an early lead in the 8-1, and then they were on the back foot at 13-9 and came back to win it. I just accidentally opened Photoshop. Let's go back in game here. Alright, so we're on 9th round right now on DE Train. DE Train, a very heavily CT-sided map in Counter-Strike Global Offensive, so we'll see what they're going to do, what side the winners will take. Looks like JiG might actually be going down early, and Doyle's the only one remaining. Where is Doyle? Let's lock on to him. He's on the back foot, running back toward that spawn. He's got 4 men directly in front of him. It's a zombie apocalypse. He's just going to have to delay this out. Keep on running. A couple sleds coming in. And YG is putting the question mark up. Why are you running? And he will go down, very obviously. Laughs coming out all around, and we will go live. Let's see exactly what side they take. Looks like they're going to take CT, so we will go ready up here. I'm just going to double check to make sure I doesn't shut that down. Alright, so as soon as everyone types in .ready, we will go live. I'm going to pop the screen over to full screen. Alright, so once again, Counter-Strike Finals are a best of 3, and JiG has a 1-map advantage. It's going to have to be a hard comeback and an easy lead into the shooters team. They are on the defensive side, and that is a map advantage on counter-terrorists, or on Nuke, pardon me. So they have to play very smart. They're going to need this pistol round. They're going to need money advantage. They're going to have to prevent bomb plants. In the last matchup on Train, JiG managed to get 5 bomb plants out of the first 5 rounds, and that made a huge difference in the early buy game. Right now, it looks like it's going to be a 3-2 split, 2 outside, 3 squeaky for the terrorists, and that's pretty impressive. You don't see it often, a squeaky rush, and they do actually pick off Mikey, who was waiting in that front door atrium. And bomb will get planted, so unable to prevent that bomb plant already. Shooters is on the back foot. Wee's going to get a kill on YG. Looks like a repeat of the last game. They're going to drop down to the heaven. That's going to take a little bit of health. Red Dot will go down to Seiko and Socks, and they're going to rotate around. Looks like 4-on-3. They're playing in that heaven. JiG's going to go into Labyrinth. Seiko goes back into Wee. Shifty into Seiko, and that leaves only Socks remaining. He's inside that hut. He will quickly be dropped by Doyle. And Terrorists, once again, JiG in the early lead with the bomb plant. That's going to give them money yet again. And unfortunately, unlike last game, they're on shooters are on the advantage side early, so they can't afford to go early lead. They have to take advantage. This round looks like partial buy all the way for the terrorist team. We got a couple grenades going out. Doyle, Shifty, and Brainfoods all have grenades in hand. Bomb will be in the hand of Weez. Looks like they're going to do a boost on the outside. Not exactly sure why. Maybe do a super jump up there, as they do realize now Doyle heading up. They might go for that outside pick strat. Not sure what gun he's got in hand. We'll wait to see if it gets up there. There you go. A lot easier to get up here in CSGO. They've got those pipes. It's a single-man boost, not a double-man jump. So Seiko down early, that's the shooters team captain, and that's going to put them heavily disadvantaged. And now the man on the outside, Atrium, is going to go down to Doyle, who did do that over the top jump. And Doyle comes in now with Shifty, takes down Mikey. YG gets a kill in Red Dot. YG, the only man remaining, he's hard inside Squeaky. And Shifty opens the door, says hello, and takes his head off. That's going to put Terrorists up 2-0. And once again, if they run off with this early lead like they did last game, they could wrap it up in 2 games, which would be massively surprising. Shooters is a very, very good ESEA team. Alright, out of spawn, looks like we're going to lock on to Doyle. Bomb is in the hands of Shifty, and looks like it's going to be another full save round for the counter-terrorists. Smart, I don't blame them. Save all 3 rounds. Get good money before you lose the second round. Have to force to save for 2 more. So, it's going to be an equalized round on the 4th round, but right now, it is all terrorists running around on the outside. Doyle's working together here, getting some nades. It looks like the counter-terrorists did stack that A site this time. 1 rotating around the outside, a couple more on the floor at A, 1 up on the on top of hut. And so far, no kills coming in. Doyle is going to be playing around. Sock's going to go down early, though. Shifty's going to get the first frag of the round. As it looks like a slow push from Terrorists. We've seen a lot of slow pushes. YG and Labyrinth now the only 2 remaining for shooters, so shooters in a bad position, but they come back into Doyle and Shifty. Labyrinth's going to go down. That's going to leave just YG left for the counter-terrorist team, and this is not where they want to be. Bomb is going to get planted quickly on A, and as he wraps around from Radio Room, Weez takes him out with that OPP90 in CSGO. And once again, JiG off to an early 3-0 lead. Looks like it's going to be a full buy. We just take a peek at the money. Seiko leading the way for the shooters, but Weez once again being dominant. Shifty on that 3-frag jump. Brainfoods actually last game, and like I said all weekend, JiG has been JiG's best player. He's actually already up to 4 frags. Hasn't died yet, so he's got really good money management for that. It's going to be hard. Counter-terrorists really need this round. Let's pop over, see exactly what they're doing. Looks like they're going to do a 2 ramp strat. They've got 2 heading toward radio room on, and that could be a big difference here. Actually, it looks like they might have 3 slow push on the radio, so if they're very patient here, they could probably come out with a few picks. Looks like Sox is going to head over to that left side beside the water pipes. And he's patient a little bit longer. No, he's going to get flash. Does rotate around. Manages to not get blinded, but it doesn't matter. Brain Foods comes around the corner, takes him down. Mikey also down in the meantime. As we see Red Dot playing very passive, trying to pick off Rotator's going to rotate over to Seiko. Seiko's already rotated through that ramp. Very smart. He is on B, but if they're over-rotate and overextend, the terrorist team could switch back quite quickly and go back into that B bomb site, or that A bomb site, pardon me. Seiko watching the only team remaining are on ramp, and terrorists did exactly that. They've rotated around. They've got bomb on A and a wide open bomb site. So if they're smart, they'll quickly plant this. They do. Shifty is going to get that down, and they will set up for secure here as we continue to see Seiko rotating around. He's a bottom heaven. He's throwing a Molotov up there, oddly enough, and flashes out of that ladder. Doesn't manage to see anyone, and Doyle's going to take down Waji as Shifty comes into Seiko, who popped up that ladder. 4-0 JiG. Once again, early lead, and I don't know what Shooters is going to have to do. They do, because they did a 3-round save, they do have a little bit of money, and that's going to be a huge relief for them, because if they go down hard early without money, it's going to be an 8-0 game before they know it. I'm going to take a drink of water here in a second, but they really need to start picking up rounds. Right now, bomb is in the hands of Weeds. He's going to be wrapping around, looks like, into lobby, actually, and heading towards Squeaky. Awkward that he would be a single peek on Squeaky as he does come out. He spots up Mikey, though, takes him down with that P90. Seiko's going to come back into Shifty with that Deagle as they rotate through radio room. One comes in front door, putting shots into the bomb planter, but unable to kill him before the bomb is planted. Weeds is going to come in and respond. Counter-terrorist, one-on-one situation, bomb down. It's Playboy versus Red Dot. Red Dot is going to get the kill, though, and JiG goes 5-0. That's the closest the Shooters have come to winning a round, and that is just unfortunate. They are desperate right now. However, they do, due to frag count, they do have money left, so we are still on full buy. Thankfully, otherwise it would be heavy feels like it's 8-0 game in no time. Pause for a drink of water here, but looks like Red Dot is going to be long carry for terrorists. See if they decide to change it up at all. They have had a couple delay strats on A, forcing rotations and getting picks, and it worked, but they are going to continue working toward that A strategy. It looks like a couple players rotating over to the ramp room to prevent that flank. One player for the terrorists, counter-terrorist, looked like he was peeking into hot, not sure who that was, but he does back off wisely, so they get a shot through Squeaky. Squeaky typically in the other Counter-Strike games has been an advantage for the counter-terrorist team, and Mikey showing off exactly why that is there as they bottleneck him in that small room. Still 4-man up, though, for the terrorists. They are going to be picked off. Mikey does go down to Shifty. That's going to equal out the round at 4-on-4, and Red Dot is managed to squeak in the sight, but Seiko is too wise to that. He's going to take him down with a headshot with that M4. That's going to leave only 3 terrorists remaining against 4. Seiko is really weak, though. He's in the wars here, and he's going to get, fragnated. Brain Foods, very smart getting that in. That Pokeball, got to catch them all in on the sight. And that's going to leave only 2 terrorists remaining. Doyle is going to come down. He does manage to get lower through the vents. He's crushed that Squeaky bomb is planted. That's going to give them a massive advantage here. Let's see how Waji chooses to approach the situation. Does get down ladder, and Shifty's going to go down as he tried to pick off Ouija, and the second man behind him was Sox, takes him down. Doyle doesn't go into Labyrinth. They know he's in the control room. Gets a shot through the door onto Waji. That was huge. But right now he's only got 13 health remaining, 71 in the hands of Sox here. Sox does have the M4, so he's got firepower on those walls. He's going to have to come up with a frag. Goes to window to peek him, gets the kill. Shooter's finally in position to take around. He does have a defuse kit and should get this defused very easily. So about time Shooters is on the board. They didn't let it get to 8-1 like they did last game, and they do have a little bit of momentum. I've seen them build on it very quickly, and they might be able to do the exact same thing here in this round. All right, once again, money management in the hands of both teams, so we are going to see a full buy on either side. Grenades in just about everyone's hands, except for Labyrinth. Apparently, he likes to play it dry, see what his money situation is. He's at 2,200, so I think he's single gun bot with a defuse kit. Always buy a defuse kit in competitive play. Literally, it cuts the defuse time in half from 10 seconds to 5 seconds of Counter-Strike Go, and that is a massive difference between winning and losing rounds. As we saw last round without a kit, they would have lost that one. No one doing much this round. Looks like it's pretty passive. Sox just sitting around back in that ramp room. Ouija also picking toward radio room. Looks like Seiko also playing pretty passive on that hut in A, just rotating around trying to see if he's spawning one up. There is one on the other side of that cement wall, but he's going to peek out. Sox gets first kill from B on to Doyle. Waji's going to come back in to Red Dot. Seiko's going to pick up 2 great frags on Red Dot and Wheeze through Squeaky. Last man remaining for the terrorist is in hut. Seiko also going to squat him up. Great recoil control and takes him down with a wonderful headshot. And that, like I said, they're building on that momentum. They're back up. They're 5-2 now. Shooters coming back. And they haven't knocked the terrorists out of economic money yet, but if they take 2 more rounds, they will do exactly that and have a massive lead. So Counter-Strike is really a game of damage limitation when you're on the back feet and back foot of money. And if you let one team get way ahead, it's going to really, really hurt you. But as soon as you start picking off rounds, it equally hurts them. So it's got to go back and forth if you're going to keep it even. And right now, that might be the case. But like I said, shooters, quick advantage. Looks like Terrace playing very passive in that lobby. Brain Food's working toward B. A Molotov will come out and delay him. He's going to throw a frag in and a flash. Throws that flash, though. I'm not sure what that was all about. Blinds himself and a teammate. Fortunately for them, no one is going to be in position to push him as that Molotov delays both sides, obviously. One up in heaven for the Terrace team, or Counter-Terrace team. That's Labyrinth. He goes down. Seiko also down. So a great kill by Doyle. That's extremely important. Looks like Terrace are going to neutralize the bomb onto A site and get a plant. Second man up there on top ladder. He's working to the outside. He's going to be blinded, so that's going to delay him for about a 3-second push. As that bomb is planted, all 5 terrorists are up. JiG and Socks, Mikey also. Mikey has an op right now, and that's an overextension buy, in my opinion, where they're on the back foot still. They've got to save money, but they do manage to pick off 2 of the terrorists. Brain Fruits is now the only one remaining. He does get a kill into Socks. Pops out with P90, kills the diffuser. That's absolutely huge, but JiG is going to come back into him. Thank goodness. JiG with 67 health, so not a whole lot of threat, and he will get that defuse with the defuse kit. That's going to make it 5-3 shooters. Here we go, coming back yet again. Just peeking into money once again, it still is pretty even, but if, like I said, if shooters continues to push on that way, they've got to prevent bomb. If bomb goes down, it is a money bonus for the terrorist team. If they can prevent a bomb plant, it will help them out even more in neutralizing the economic push from the terrorists. Especially with terrorists having a slightly less expensive guns. You can second round buy an AK in this game, which is very, very unlikely unless you get a lot of frags in the first round, pushed around with CT. So the AK, I forget the exact prices, but they're a lot cheaper. It looks like terrorists are going to be pushing toward that A site. 2 of them are going to go down though, and we are in a 3-on-3 situation. Bomb looks like it is going to go down. Doyle is going to plant that on site and quickly rotate. They do spot one up the ladder. A little bit of lag. I'm not sure if that was on my side, but Socks does get the frag onto Doyle, and that's going to leave only 2 terrorist players remaining. Shifty is in hot, rotates around. There is one coming through Squeaky. He's going to give his position away and get flanked. He does turn around, didn't hear him coming, but JiG is going to get that P90 kill. Work into the site, picks up a second kill onto Brain Foods. That's every terrorist down. JiG, man of the round right now. Mikey only sitting with 1 health left. Kind of attrition for him. And he does get the defuse. 5-4. We're looking at a tie game early on. Right, going into the 10th round, looking for a 5-5 tie. Counter-terrorists really need to extend and get the lead here. That is, of course, team shooters with Seiko, JiG, Socks, Mikey, and Labyrinth. JiG, of course, Shifty, Doyle, Brain Foods, Wheeze, and Red Dot. We are at Frag Cancer number 7 in Halifax, Nova Scotia. This service provided by PlayIGL.com, by the way, the International Gaming League. You should probably head over there. It's going to be an amazing league. We're currently in beta. You can sign up simply by adding your email and be a part of it. It's going to be absolutely insane. But right now, this round is also absolutely insane, as Wheeze and Shifty, the only 2 up against Seiko and Labyrinth. 2-on-2. Bomb is in the hands of Wheeze, so they do still have the bomb, and they completely rotate back to A if they want. Looks like Wheeze is going to do that. He's got an op, and there is other ops on the ground. It might be worth. Okay, they are unaware that there is actually 2 players in B as he tries to get a pick to the outside. If he was smart, he might actually drop that op, sacrifice it for this round, get a close range gun, and retake the site, as it looks like the counter-terrorists have re-rotated around. Labyrinth still coming out of B, but Seiko is going to spot one up, and Hut gets the raw shot, takes down 1. The second one is there, and this is my point. He's got only an op. He's going to have to drop a gun and pick up another one. He does do exactly that. Picks up a Lil for a little more close range battle. He's got a frag grenade. He's going to try and bounce that off the wall out the door. Seiko's only got 8 health, so if that hit him, it would have taken him down. But Wheeze is the last man for the terrorists. And once again, a misthrown flash. That's about 8 of those I've seen in the finals, so I'm not sure what's going on there. And he is going to work out on A. Seiko is on that other side of the nuclear silo there. Does hear him, weaks out, pops him, and takes him down. Wheeze unable to get that bomb planted, so that's going to equal it up. 5-5. What did I say? Momentum. 5-0 terrorists. 5-5 counter-terrorists on the charge. And the terrorists are in a bad money situation. Wheeze could afford to buy an AK for its teammate. I'm not sure if that's exactly what they're going to do or not. We'll just rotate over. Looks like Red Dot does have bomb. And we're going to see what they're going to do. They're going to have to work a really orchestrated and teamwork-based team push. Looks like they're actually going to elect for that 3-2 strat. Going to put one up on the outside silo and try and pick off that the defensive player for the terrorists. P90s are in hand for Red Dot. That is one good thing about Counter-Strike Go. If you are in a low buying situation, the P90 is inexpensive and a very effective gun. Frag Day comes in though onto Doyle. Shifty's already gone down, so Terrace once again on the back foot. Momentum hugely in the favor of the shooters. And Brain Foods is going to equalize it up a little bit though as takes down Labyrinth. My apologies, actually, there is 4 on 4 remaining. I thought a 3-man had gone down for Terrace. But it looks like a slow push. The counter-terrorists at this point should know exactly where they are. Mikey's still playing around with that op on the outside. He does have one out there with him. He is going to be flashed up. That's going to allow the terrorist player, I believe that was Doyle, to rotate around on him. He's going to jump up on that ladder, try and just, damage limitation here, stay alive. He doesn't see Mikey, doesn't see him. He did see him there through the grate. He is going to rotate around. He's going to get that op shot on the front door. Does pick him off. Great play by Mikey to be aware of where the enemy was. And Seiko also came into another one there. That's going to leave just Brain Food to the terrorist. He does have bomb in hand, so he's clever. He can rotate around, but Seiko way too wise for that. Takes down Brain Foods very early. After he picked up that bomb, and that's going to make it 6-5, so 6 straight rounds for counter-terrorists. And now if they have the economic push, terrorists are really going to have to be careful here. If they go down another round, they're going to be back to almost a full pistol round, which would be devastating late in the first half. But, like I said, this is a counter-terrorist sided map. It took them a while to get some momentum going, get their feet under them, but right now they are coming back. They need about 9 to 10 rounds to have an advantage going on the terrorist side, and once again, that pistol round is going to be massive for them. Looks like a hard beat push right now for JiG against Shooters. Shooters throws in a nice Molotov, though. That's going to slow right down, but Shifty does manage to get a kill on Sox. Waji's going to come back into both Shifty and Brain. Actually, Brain Foods went down to that Molotov. Doyle's going to get reversed into Labyrinth. Waji, another kill with that Molotov on the Wheeze, so the terrorists a little bit over-aggressive, couldn't quite get through the fire. They're going to be 2 on 3. Seiko, Waji, Mikey against Red Dot and Doyle. Doyle and Red Dot both have 100 health, though. That's going to be extremely important as they do push a little bit. Both rolling P90s. However, Waji is going to take out Doyle really quickly. Also with P90, Red Dot's going to come back into him. He does have bomb. He's got to quickly get to the B-bomb site and get this bomb down before they can rotate onto him, as they do have an M4 and an op, so firepower heavily in the side of the CT here. And he's breaking out those vents. Not sure. I would try to keep quiet at this point, but that's just me. They are going to rotate around. Looks like they're both going to be on the ramp side. He's going to rotate toward that control room, get out of danger, shut the doors behind him so no one can rush in. Does spot up one on the other side of that window, tries to get his spam, takes him down on Mikey. Second man does go through the door, doesn't go straight for the bomb. Smart play by Seiko. He is a great player. Takes down Red Dot, neutralizing the round, getting the defuse. 7 rounds in a row now for counter-terrorists, and they are extending that money all the way in their favor. And if they continue this way, it will be a train roll to the end of the round, or to the end of the half, my apologies. As surprisingly, there's a little bit of money on the terrorist side. We do see an off and 3 AKs and a P90 out in the hands of Doyle, while the counter-terrorists have all M4 and P90. If you're just joining us as well, Frag for Charity, if you go to twitch.tv, Frag for Charity, there's League of Legends finals going on there, but Counter-Strike is much more entertaining if you ask me, so keep it locked here and we'll continue going on with the action. Seiko's going to head toward these rafters, jump down with that no damage onto those silos, head towards hot, pushing hard. He's got 2 players directly in front of him, they have spotted him up, he's got to get this kill, no! Shifty's going to neutralize him, Brain Food's also back in the Labyrinth, that means two of the counter-terrorist players are down, and the terrorists might be picking up their first round in 7 here as Mikey rotates back towards height. He's got 3 people directly in front of him. Terrorists are bottlenecked inside that lobby, and the counter-terrorist needs to quickly rotate. Mikey's trying to get some wall shots into the terrorist team. He's also picking up one of them. Mikey, great shot on the Shifty through the crack in hut, and that's going to leave just 2, pardon me. I apologize. There is 3 counter-terrorists remaining. I thought they dropped another one there. My microphone gets in my way between this giant snowball. My phone's also ringing. That's a bit lame. I'm going to ignore it. But the terrorist team do have, now there's only 2 remaining, Mikey and Waji, one with the P90 and one with an M4. We're going to lock it on Mikey. He's the only man remaining now as Red Dot goes down to Waji. Waji comes, or Brainford goes back into Waji. Mikey into Doyle and Brainford into Mikey, and that's going to give it a 7-6 score for the first time in 7 rounds. The terrorist team is going to pick up a win there, so 7-6. A couple rounds to go before half here, 2 rounds to be exact, and the counter-terrorist team got both of those to put it into the situation that I would be comfortable with. You got to have a 9-6 lead here on the counter-terrorist team. Bomb is in the hands of Doyle. Looks like the terrorist. Actually, I'm not sure what Doyle's doing. He's way back in spawn. He might have been late buying there. A little bit of miscue. I'm going to pop over to see, make sure he didn't lag out or anything like that. Nope, here he comes now. He's got the UMP in hand, so I haven't seen that gun choice come out all weekend. Terrorists are playing a 3-2 pick strat on to A. They're just trying to play slow, play smart, and bait out those counter-terrorists. But once again, this map's so heavily lopsided. Well, it's not so much lopsided, but heavily garnered aside from that outside rotation to the CT team. They don't really have to be aggressive, so the Terrorists have to force the hand here. Mikey with only 4 health remaining for the counter-terrorist team. Mikey down, let's pop around, see exactly where he is. He is outside hut, but he's got CSGO directly beside him. Yeah, they do know that one is inside that squeaky and one is directly underneath Mikey and hut. He's got position. Interesting, and you just saw there from Mikey's perspective, that door has been shot through. That is a new feature in Counter-Strike Go. Awesome for the defensive team. They can actually break that door down and force line of sight. There's no hiding from the terrorist team. But right now, it looks like only 3 counter-terrorists are remaining. They are going to go, looks like they went outside to B. Mikey's going to rotate around. He doesn't have a lot of health, so he's got to play very conservative. He's going to open up Squeaky, and there's going to be a counter-terrorist directly behind him. I'm not sure what he's doing. Yeah, there it is. Red Dot does take him down, and that leaves only 1 terrorist remaining in, counter-terrorist remaining in. Laverne Shooters does lose that round, though, so we are back at 7-7, and this has been an excellent matchup all the way through. The first map was extremely close. Went 16-13 in the favor of JiG. Of course, we are playing best of 3. The deciding match, should it be needed, in my opinion, I think it will be Dust 2, and we will have that live on twitch.tv/Sadokist, the channel you are watching now. Right now, it looks like Terrorists also working toward that middle lobby. They've got 4 of them there, 1 on the outside. I'm not sure if the outside, he does have an open hand, that's Weed, so he's going to try and force rotation picks. 1 in the HCM front door, that's Mikey for the counter-terrorists. And it looks like a quick pick strat. Not a lot of damage going either way. That door has been shot down at Squeaky, so the terrorists are going to have to back off, or they will be seen by the counter-terrorists. In fact, Mikey is just sitting up. Pardon me, that's not Mikey. Mikey does get an awesome shot into Wheeze on the outside, though. One of the counter-terrorists is sitting up on hot, watching that Squeaky door. Terrorists on the back foot here. Looks like they're going to rush to the side. Bomb is down. Doyle's down. Shifty might go down as well. Let's pop over. He's inside sight, so he has wrapped around, but Laverne with an amazing deagle shot into the head of Shifty takes him down quick, and that leaves only Red Dot remaining now for the terrorist team. Yep, there he is. He's in the radio room and playing it slow. He did pick up bomb, so that's an advantage to him, but he's in a 1v4 massive clutch situation. He's got one directly in front of him on that ramp room, and I think he might be aware of that because he is rotating back toward that lobby, but he's only got 38 seconds and 4 opposing players in front of him. He's got to be extremely quick here if he wants to make anything happen. And one of the players is directly beside him. He peeked him. He didn't peek all the way to the wall, and Laveren's going to come out with a kill. That's going to bring him back up to 8-7. So Shooters maintaining the lead. That will be first half. Once again, in the first half, it was 8-7 at halftime, and we're back in that situation here. I'm going to pause for a drink, but we're going to go live with the pistol round right away. Good halves coming in from JiG, so awesome to see that round. Alright, so the terrorists are now, of course, shooters. They were on the easy side, of course, on Nuke. It is a CT-sided map. They need to win this pistol round to continue momentum and force the advantage side into a money deficit early. If they lose this, it could be a hard comeback for them. And they do get flashed rushing ramp room, and that's going to let Seiko get, Brainfoods get a kill on Michael, but Seiko, who managed to dodge that flash, comes back into 2 quick frags. Looks like Red Dot finally aware that they're going to be over at B and cool for a quick rotation. Laveren's got bomb, will pop over, see where he is. He's still sitting top ramp with his teammates down in sight. He's got to rotate. He might actually be trying to go back to A, but he needs to be in that site planting the bomb right now, so he's a little bit behind the 8-ball here, as bomb is going to go down, and the CTs are going to be aware of that. They do see the bomb is down, and they just need to secure that bomb, so that pretty much gives the round back to the counter-terrorists. Although it is a 2-on-2 situation, and they are being aggressive and pushing on the ramp. Looks like Red Dot is going to go down. Sox comes out on him. Weeze picks off Seiko. It's 1-on-1. Bomb isn't going to matter at this point. It is going to be a killed-out round as Weeze going head-to-head with Sox. Sox not a lot of health up, but he is going to get the big advantage. No, Weeze comes back into him, and the JiG players go nuts here beside me as they pick up yet another round, equaling it out at 8-8. And once again, they are going to have money advantage early on the CT side, which is the advantage side. So count on them to get the next 3 rounds, in my opinion, but it could go either way. Bombs in the hands of Mikey. We're going to lock on to Weeze right now, who's got 9 kills. Leading fragger overall by kills, not necessarily by points, is Brainfoods at 17, and Waji and Seiko each at 19 for shooters. Carrying their team. Laverne, Sox, and Mikey need to step it up. Mind you, positional play has been key for all of them. Looks like Brainfoods and Doyle are going to come into Seiko and Mikey and Waji and Sox, so Laverne quickly the only man remaining, and he's going to go down team ace for JiG. Doyle stands up, looks over at shooters, and says, "Thank you very much. I will take all of those frags." And that's going to give them an early round advantage on this side. Once again, they went 2 in a row. They've got money advantage. Counter-terrorists, the terrorists look like they're going to go for that 3-round save, similar to what they did on the counter-terrorists. They need to win pistol rounds. It seems to be their weakness. I don't think they've won one yet in these grand finals, and that's going to hurt them. As right now, Red Dot already with that M4 looks toward the outside. Not going to be one there, though. I think it's all inside push right now. No, it's going to be a delay strat in lobby for the terrorist team. Of course, that would be shooters. And Waji, Seiko's already down. Waji gonna go down. Sox goes down. It looks like Shifty's pushed out with that P90 in hand. He's got a third one there in Squeaky. Laverin's trying to play passive. Mikey's got the bomb still, but Captain Terrorists are heavily outnumbering him. And once again, 2 team aces in a row for JiG. That's going to give them massive money advantage, as they have not had to spend a penny for the last 2 rounds. And they're in a position to pretty much full buy all the way through if they wanted. Not that that's a viable strategy, but they easily could. Terrorists did manage to save up enough money to buy some AKs. Of course, like I said, they did that 3-round save since the beginning of half. So this will be our first gun round on both sides. So look for a hard push of shooters on the way back. We're going to lock over to Waji. He's got bomb inside that lobby. Putt has been Molotov. He's going to nade through that window. One popping out directly in front of him. I think he was a little bit late to react. Didn't get the shots into him, but it doesn't matter. No one's going to get a kill. Weez is going to go down for the JiG team. So there you go. No teammates this round for JiG. And early round advantage for shooters. Sox is going to go down though, but Weez also going to fall. Mikey getting a quick double kill there. It's going to leave JiG in the backseat, but equaled out by Doyle into Seiko. Terrorists looking to pick all the way around. Counter Terrorists trying to push through Rampman there. Going to fall back. One drop directly down to Weezy. Weezy was throwing a nade. Not sure where he knows exactly where he's getting shot from. He's got 4 health. Rain going to pop out. Does get the kill on the Brain Cruise. Lavering comes back in a red dot. That's going to leave the last Counter Terrorist remaining player at ramp. So they have sight control right now. And Luigi does have bomb. Where is he? He is with only 4 remaining. There's that rotation coming in from Lateral. He's got 4 health. Get behind the silo. Plant the bomb. Here he goes. He's going to do exactly that. And Doyle with P90 in hand is going to have to play very smart. Now does pop up. Doesn't get the frag shot. He's only got 4 health. He's down to 18. He can't get that pick into Waji. Waji's going to abandon ship here, try and stay alive, as they do have the bomb ticking. That's going to be a massive round advantage. And look at this. Laverin's playing directly on sight. And Doyle tries to get clever, jump down directly on top of him, but Waji cocks back in from front door with only 4 health remaining and picks up that frag. So shooters have responded. That's their first round since the half. We're at 10-9. They need to win this one. They're down 1-0 in the best of 3 right now. They did lose on trains 16-13, and they have to pick up this one. Or it will be GG, and frag for cancer number 7 will go to JiG for the first time. I do believe shooters is actually a back-to-back defending champion. So it would be a shocker. I'm starting to lose my voice here. If this high gameplay continues, it's going to be gone pretty quickly. Right now, it looks like the terrorists are going to be playing the delay strat. Ball hard push to the outside in the hands of Seiko. The team captain for shooters is going to fall back a little bit. They have forced rotation. You see 2 players heading out toward that frontal and outside position. Seiko now wrapping all the way back around to lobby. I'm not sure if he's aware they got the rotation or they've just given up on the outside push. But they are in lobby. They're working toward A. Counter-terrorists have 1 player directly above the hut and waiting for anyone to push through. Seiko's going to drop bomb back to his team and try and pick B. Doesn't want to drop the bomb into an awkward position in that radio room. Flashes out, but he's going to get counter-flash in return. Both players are blind. He tries to keep behind him. Seiko now knows he's only one-on-one on this site. Can he get the kill? No! Brainfruits comes back into Seiko, Shifty into Mikey, and Waji going to be the only player remaining just like that in a massive turn of events. He's the only one left. My voice is going, as you can tell. Waji is going to get 1 kill onto Shifty. He's going to leave 4 players remaining. He has to go a 1v5 ace to win this round. And I'm not sure he's going to be able to. He does try and go for the wall bang onto, I believe that's red dot insight, puts a hole in that Squeaky. Now he's going to have an advantage to peek, but someone is all over. Weez sees through that hole he put in the door and says, thank you very much. Really, really well done. We've got on the main screen Sega Genesis right now at Frag Cancer. Awesome. I've never seen a Sega Genesis it's pretty intense right now by the sounds of it. But here we go. Once again, 11-9. JiG in the lead. They've got 5 rounds to GG and championship, and they're going to have to keep going. They've all got kids. It's a full buy round on either side. I think the terrorist team might actually have 1 safe player. No, I see 5 kids. Red Dot trying to get some quick picks on the outside. He's unable to do so. He's going to fall back. Smoke's coming out, and 1 player will continue to push out there. Red Dot is going to back off a little bit. Bombs in the hands of Mikey. Seiko has gone down. That's a huge kill for the counter-terrorist time. Seiko is extremely lethal. Red Dot still in a 1-on-1 outside with looks like Waji. As Mikey has bomb, we're going to switch back over. I know they were just about to engage. I'm a terrible cameraman, but Mikey going to try to peek inside. Brain Fruits is all over him with that M4. Going to take him down. That's going to give them bomb. And only 3 rounds remaining for the terrorists, so this round should have it with JiG now right now. Red Dot outside, still battling it up against 2 of the terrorist players. I'm not sure where the 3rd one is. Waji is going to get that kill on Red Dot. Good job. Weez is out there with that AWP. And that's going to be massive. He does have a long sight line. Takes down Waji with ease. And that leaves only Lavrin in a clutch back situation against 4 JiG players and no bomb in hand. He's got to be extremely smart. He's got 36 seconds. If I was gambling right now, I'd say JiG's got this round easily, but it's hard to say. Lavrin is going to rotate all the way around. He has got him behind him, coming in through that. Weeze knew exactly where he was and gets a huge op shot. That's going to take him down. Give them 12-9 at the score right now. 4 rounds to GG for JiG. Shooter's going to have to try really hard. Like I said, it's a CT-sided map, and that is showing us they are getting disadvantaged on terrorists. They're going to have to do something extremely productive to pull this one back. And pardon me, just trying to catch my breath here. Looks like CTs are going to try and stack outside. They've got 3 players there. Where's the bomb? Mikey has it. Looks like they're heading to radio room B, so that's exactly where they should be going with the overextension on the counter-terrorist. Frag comes in and takes down a double kill from Doyle onto Mikey, and the counter-terrorists pull it back. JiG with a great clutch back strategy. Doyle with 4 frags there. And that's going to put them within 3 rounds now. It looks like JiG might wrap this up in 2 maps, which is extremely surprising. Looking over to where the shooters and the expression on Seiko's face is complete disbelief right now, as they are on the back feet. It looks like Red Dot is going to be heading in toward that B side. No, he's going to go back to the other side. They're going to try a similar strategy of 3 outside, 1 likely going to wrap around into front door. Yeah, there it is, and they're going to throw Molotov in the hut. That's going to be a great play. 1 player with an op in hands is outside. That's Mikey for the terrorists. Seiko Sox actually gets the kill into Brainfoods. That's going to drop 1 counter-terrorist player remaining. Going to leave it into a 5-on-4 situation. Seiko's wrapping around. Waji's still back in hot. Looks like they're going to start pushing toward that B. Sox does have the bomb, and he's going to be working toward ramp room. They have neutralized all of the JiG players over there, so now they have the advantage this round. 1 player already. Oh, missed flash again from Waji. They've got to tidy that up. And it looks like 1 counter-terrorist player sitting in that flank spot below. They aren't going to see him. Waji's going to go. Oh, they do see him. Lavrin, great kill. That was clutch. That's going to keep him with bomb advantage. Looks like Sox is going to go for the plant, and Weeze is the only player remaining for the JiG team. He's got an op, and he's outside. I might just save if I were him. Let's see what he's at for money. He's at $9,000. He could actually afford to throw away that op. Everyone in the team could buy next round, but it looks like they don't want to have a chance of in the next 2 or 3 rounds losing money, so he's saving outside. Formerly in 1.6, where we used to be able to wrap around into bottom 8, but he's just chilling like a villain out there with that op, and that's going to easily give around. Look, they're checking spawn. They're trying to find him, get that gun out of his hand, but he's nowhere to be seen. So bomb will detonate. That'll give it around back to the side of shooters, and that'll make it a 13-10 game, and make it a little bit closer for shooters, but they do have to neutralize this. They've got to come back. It's only 3 rounds to GG for JiG. Money is in their hands, and fortunately, terrorists did win that round, so they don't have to spend money. They will save for the next round with AKs and ops. It's anyone's game. They need to be careful. They need to play smart. Waji's going to have bomb. They're going to head out of spawn. Team coordinated. 2 players behind. I'm not sure what's going on there from shooters late by. I'm not 100% sure. That's not normal at LAN. Typically, it's you're on top of those things, and that's going to neutralize the push. They can't get anything going with 5 players. As Waji looks towards that hut, there's no frags going down on either side. Shifty's down a bit of health as he got picked off. I think Mikey put some shots in it. No, actually, it was Lavrin. My apologies. Mikey is outside with that off. Sox playing around in that, looks like a number of them actually just running lobby. Mikey's going for picks. He's got 2 outside. It looks like it's an op-v-op battle on the outside. Mikey gets the shot on the Weeze. That's going to be the first kill of the round. That's going to give shooters an advantage and allow them to try and take full advantage of this round. They've got to do it. They've got to bring it back to 13-11 and force map number 3. Before JiG robs them of a 3-peat and takes this JiG. Red Dot going to neutralize Mikey. That means op is down. It's a 4-on-4 situation. Bomb is in the hands of Waji still. Let's lock back over, see exactly where they're going. They're going to hard rush B. There's 1 player sitting on the counter side of that ramp room. Doyle is going to get a frag into Seiko. Great play. 1 player also down below, rotated already to counter terrace, as you can see through the floor, and the 3rd player is in ramp. So B has been countered. They are going to get a flank from radio room as well. I got a feeling JiG is going to ambush them here. But Sox neutralizes Doyle. Oh my goodness, this Sega Genesis game is more intense than I've ever seen. As Brainfoods and Shifty, the only men remaining now for the counter-terrorist team. As, 2-on-3 situation, so they brought it back a little bit. JiG fighting hard here. Bomb is still in the hands of Waji. They've rotated all the way past them. Come back upstairs. Sox takes down Brainfoods. Looks like Waji will get the bomb plant, and that's going to bring them this round as Shifty comes up through that vent, but he's quickly going to go down before he can get the gun out again. my goodness, we have League of Legends going right now, but they put Sega Genesis on the main screen, and it is getting more appeal than anything I've seen all weekend. Pretty cool, actually. I might have to go kick someone's butt in that. But right now, we've got a 13-11 hard, heavy-hitting game right now. Similar to map 1 on Train, but JiG actually, once again, is in the lead. And if they take this map, they will be champions, as I continue to say and continue to remind you. My mouse comes unplugged yet again. I keep hitting it into it. Pop that back in, so I've got some control in game. Mikey goes down early. That means JiG does have round advantage. Lavrin sitting back there. Seiko does have bomb. He's down on health, though. Pop over, see exactly where he is. He's going to work toward ramp. Looks like he's going to solo push ramp. No one really there with him. One terrace rotates around. He does get flashed, and that means they were allowed. Doyle comes up and takes him down. Wadji and Lavrin come back in, though. That'll neutralize the round up at 2-on-3. Terrace on the back foot, so JiG might pick up another round, put them one round closer to that GG as they do rotate around on the B. They have that site completely locked down. Terrace look like they might give up on it, rotate around toward that ladder and head up to heaven and try and get that bomb down. Let's see, Sox does have bomb, and he does exactly that. He is on top of that rafters, and he's going to drop down on top of hut, try and keep as much health as possible. Being a little bit slow about it, though. I think there is one player directly below him. There is, and he's going to pop down, get him spotted up, and Rip's going to take him down. That's going to drop the bomb. JiG has full control now. As Lavrin, the only man remaining, he's got to clutch this round. He's up on top of rafters, and Brainfoods comes up with a double kill, takes him down. JiG is 2 rounds away from GG. My voice is going. I don't know what we're going to do, but this is an awesome game. As always, we had a couple sweeps in the round play, but this is looking really, really, really good. The grand final's going to pop up. Just check this in chat. Bunch of people already keep saying Marcus Ruby. I don't know what that's all about. Just fix the stream. I don't know what's going on with that. But I'm doing my best, you guys. Bear with me. We're on a 2-minute delay time, keep in mind. Weeze outside, flashes out. He's going to catch 2 terrorists with that, but it looks like actually Seiko didn't get blinded, but JiG is going to take him down. Red Dot does get that frag, and that means team captain for Sooners is down yet again as they are on the back foot, as JiG continues to play a smart defense. They are also going to take down Sox. This will put them at 15-11 if they can pick it, and 1 round away from the GG. Lavrin, Mikey, and Wadji going to have to be very, very careful here. Lavrin does have bomb, will pop over. They're playing very, very passive at this point. So maybe send 2 players one side, force a rotation and work toward that ramp room. But unfortunately, 1 player from the counter is still sitting in ramp, so they aren't going to be sold on that rotation. Mikey's going to get down. That's going to leave just Wadji and Lavrin, as it looks like, well, I'm not exactly sure. Red Dot outside there trying to peek around, find him. One is going to be in height. He's going to get spotted up. Red Dot is going to get onto Wadji. Shifty going to drop down on him and annihilate him with that M4, leaving just Lavrin remaining. He does have bomb, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh, it might be. It's a 2-on-1 situation. He's got some shots into Doyle. As he continues to play slow inside that hot room. Second player's on rafters. If he hard pushes on B right now, he might be able to get that bomb down. Thank goodness he's got bomb. That's going to give him a fighting chance. Otherwise, it would be pretty much over. Player going to jump down a ladder. Lavrin is going to hear him. Going to pop around the corner and take down Doyle. Great play, losing his ears to full effect there. Dumbo the flying elephant with those big ears. Pops up ladder though, and that might not have been the wisest play. Shifty kills him, and it's 1 round away from crowning our Frag for Cancer #7 champion here in Halifax. As JiG with potentially knocking up the upset. With money completely in their hands, it looks like actually the terrorists might have overextended. They're actually forced to SMG buy, so it might be game over. Can JiG win this? I'm not sure. Mikey's got bomb. We're going to lock it out of the terrorist team. See exactly where they're going to go. Looks like they're going to head toward that inside. Bomb actually on its own on the outside. They might fake B here and have a rotate outside. Let's see if the bomb has been spotted up. Mikey's playing that all by himself. Actually, it's not going to work. They're not going to rotate conventionally. It's going to be a wraparound strat with the rotation. Mikey's going to go down. Lavrin, Sox, Ouija, the only ones remaining. And no bomb is outside. And if the counter-terrorist can rotate fast enough, it will be GG. Picks trying to come in on the ramp room. Looks like it's going to be a hard battle. No frags, though. As the counter-terrorist very smartly so back off, not to die. And Wadji, Lavrin, and pardon me, Sox are going to have to stick together and rush it up. Wadji's trying to stay behind to pick off that rotator as Sox and Lavrin work around. All the money in here. It's all in for the Shooters team. They've got to win this round or it is all over. And it looks like Lavrin is going to help out in that matter as he takes down Doyle on the outside garage. Bomb still down on the outside though as they push around. It is 3-on-3, but the counter-terrorists have converged around that bomb smartly. So good team play all around. And it looks like they're going to throw a flash out. That's going to catch Sox off guard. Lavrin's gone down meanwhile on the other side. He tried to wrap around for the flank. And Shifty into Sox. It's all on Wadji right now. JiG is in his hands. He's got to clutch this round or it's all over, and JiG will be the champions. Look at this. Actually, Shooter's already calling JiG, and that is the correct thing. JiG takes the round. JiG takes the championship. Right in with the match. Doyle at 26 kills, Logi with 25 on the opposing team, but it's been a huge team game for JiG. Thank you so much for tuning in. Huge shout out to our sponsors, Play IGL, they provide the server for us, International Gaming League at Dota 2 and Counter-Strike Global Offensive League. Might also have Shoot Mania in the near future. Go to playigl.com and sign up for the beta. It's going to be a lot of fun. As well as Alliant testing out their new fiber up in Nova Scotia here all weekend. It's been absolutely reliable. It's been perfect. And I believe Frag for Charity, of course, putting on the whole event. So thank you so much. I'm going to log it off, and I think the League of Legends is going to go back up on the Frag for Charity Twitch. I'll put a link in the chat. You guys should all head over there and check it out. It's going to be awesome. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.